Hey guys, I know I'm a bit late, but in the last major update there was a buff to all the Sukhoi 27s where their flight model got improved in a way they now lose less energy while turning. Also, the Sukhoi 27SM got another improvement where now it has the same engine as the Sukhoi 34, which allows you to better acceleration and better top speed. So yeah, in this first game, nothing much really happens at the start. I just launch a first missile onto that enemy, which I have no idea what it is, just to scare him away, avoid he gets to our flank, and just turn right and engage the rest of the enemy team while he's trying to fly defensive. He's gonna need to fly defensive, if not the R-77, even if it doesn't have too much range, it's gonna still hit him. As you can see, he just goes defensive, and my R-77 seems like it's gonna hit, but yeah, that last turn completely destroyed the R-77, which was already out of energy. Now we have multiple enemies approaching in front of us, so with the HMD you just launch as many radar missiles as you can to avoid them climbing, shoot some R-73s maybe from the head-on. You have a lot of missiles, that is the main advantage of the Sukhoi 27. The insane amount of missiles, 12 total, but they aren't the best. R-73s usually hit in rear aspect shots, but apart from that, they still can be flared, and the R-77s are just, in my opinion, the worst Fog 3s in game we have. They are very limited in range. Yeah, here R-73 1.4 kilometers away. I don't know what is gonna happen, but it is not gonna hit. For some reason, maybe he just died. I wasn't paying attention. And yeah, the main advantage of R-73 is that thrust vectoring, as you can see there, it's pulled, and I killed that Mirage. I feel sorry for him. Those shots usually missed, but yeah, they can still hit from time to time. And right now, it's when the new engine, it's what is keeping me alive. As you can see, I've been doing some turns, 180, 90-degree turns, but I'm still over Mach 1. Trying to turn, trying to run away, holding my energy as much as I can. Sadly, in those shots, over 1 kilometer away, that Gripen is gonna take my wing. I'm still flying, but right now it's making me very hard to control the plane. And yeah, rear aspect aim 9M, it's gonna take my engine. Fortunately for us, we can take that last kill with the R-73 we launched earlier. And for this second game, I tried to climb a bit more. It's the Pyrenees map, you already spawn at over 3 kilometers high, I think, or it's 2 kilometers, but I don't even bother turning on my radar. I just rather fly with my radar off to not give away my position, and in the last second, as you can see here, turn on my HMD, get a lock, launch the missile. And unfortunately I only got a crit on him. He's still flying, he's still a threat to me and my friendlies, so I just re-engage, launch a second missile, this time on R-73. He wasn't really paying attention, maybe that crit screwed him more than I think he was, but he didn't flare, so R-73 still has the range, 3.5 kilometers. That's a kill, he's done. So yeah, and right now I would just rather fly with my radar off. If you don't know, the scan time of the radar is always 8 seconds, which is a lot. You're just gonna be giving away your position. I would just rather, as you can see here, try to get a lock with the HMD where I'm aiming at. I fortunately got a lock into something, I didn't know what it was, but I just launched an R-77. Kind of a top to down attack, so it's gonna be very hard for him to multipath it. And as you can see, it's a splash. He should just have tried to run away. It would increase his chance of survival. Once again, radar off. I see a missile being launched, not at me but at my friendly, so I have time to get a lock, launch the missiles, start flying away. He notices me, but it's already late. My missile is about to hit, doesn't manage to lock me in time, and he's just dead. A bit later, I'm just alone against two Rafales, which is a really bad position to me be in. So yeah, there's one coming in front of me and another one approaching to my left, closer, 25 kilometer shots. I know that missile is not gonna hit. I just want him to fly away so I can try to do 1v1s. If I get into a 1v2 against two Rafales, I am dead. So yeah, launch two radar missiles, they both go fly defensive. There's a Mika approaching me now. I just dive to get some mountains in between us, so the missile doesn't hit. The missile miss, both of my missile miss, and now there's one Rafale approaching me 5 kilometers, and you are gonna see how bad the radar lock on this thing can be. Yeah, I am unable to get a lock on him with with any mode, HMD or ACM. I am screwed, but fortunately I get the gunshot kill on there. If I couldn't kill him there, the second Rafale was approaching, I would have been completely dead. I was very very lucky to get that shot. And now I need to find that second Rafale, because if he gets the jump on me in a close range with the Mikas and the Magic 2s, I'm most likely dead. So I just turned on my infrared search, which doesn't give away my position but can help me find him. Which is my main advantage here, having the Rafale not know where I am, which ends up happening. I can launch a missile before him, he tries to retaliate, but there's a mountain in the middle. I just dive down, my missile goes above the mountain, his missile doesn't, I win that engagement. Very very lucky 1v2 there. And after refueling, it's a 2v2, but the enemy Rafale tries to be cocky and head towards our airfield while we are refueling. Luckily for me and my teammate, we were already taking off, so we can fly defensive against those missiles. And now it's the Rafale the one that's screwed. It's in a 1v2 situation, so he should have tried to run away. We were accelerating still. He still tries to come for us. We see him to our left. He goes behind the mountain. Both of my missiles miss. My friendly F-15 is already launching at him as well. He's just trying to fly defensive, but my R-77 under 2 kilometers still has 50 G pull, so I remove his tail. He's completely dead. He shouldn't have tried to do that. He took his risks and he got punished for that. And yeah, a bit later, we know there's one last Rafale. He was in his airfield, now we are approaching him, and I just make use of the SU-27 best advantage, which is the number of missile. I launch over 30 kilometers away. I know it is not gonna hit, but it's forcing him to go defensive, giving us the chance to get close against him and 1v2 him in a close quarter engagement. Unlucky for us, he has the mountain advantage. He can just peek over the mountain, launch a Mika and hide behind the mountain. It doesn't gives us any chance to retaliate. As you can see here, I'm being forced to fly defensive. Chaff, multipath, notch, whatever, but I need to defend against that missile where he's just behind the mountain. My F-15 heads first and he gets the same treatment. He launches a Mika, he goes defensive. The Mika hits are friendly and we are left 1v1. There's a mountain in the middle. We are spotting him. I don't think he knows where I am. And we just get an R-73, really close shot. He was trying to lock me with his radar. He should have flared. He wasn't faster in his reaction time and we get the kill. Very very lucky ending for our team there. And I just wanted to show you also this game just to see how strong the R-73s and R-27s can be if you are not spotted. As you can see here, we managed to flank the enemy. They still haven't noticed us. Our radar is off. They don't know where the missiles are coming from. 2 rear shot hit seekers. They are not even aware. That's splash 1, second splash on the Eurofighter relaunch. So yeah, the enemy team still hasn't noticed us and we are still in the rear launching an ETs, which are the hit seeker version. Very deadly if they don't know where you are. They are very fast accelerating. So as you can see, we just killed 5 enemies without being spotted once. Almost half the enemies already dead without having any chance to retaliate or launch their own missiles. This is where the new buff comes in handy, where you can get those top speed, that acceleration at the start of the match, and reach spots where you might not be expected and just destroy the enemy team from the side or from the rear. Yeah, this third game, 15 kilometers. As you can see, I'm not even trying to use the search radar. I just point my HMD where the enemy is. Under 20 kilometers, you're gonna get a lock. And for some reason, that J-10 is getting the radar warning, but he's not even trying to fly defensive. He's just trying to launch his missiles. If he would have gone defensive, R-77s don't have the range, so he would have survived. Again, we only get a crit, so I just ensure the kill with a second R-77, just in case he can still retaliate. And the Gripen is approaching us. Just launch another R-77, fly defensive. He's forced to go defensive, as you can see, but in the meantime he has given us his rear shot. I launched R-73s at him. I thought my first missile was gonna go for his missile, which can sometimes happen, so I just launched a second one. There was no real need, however. But Yeah, again, you have 12 missiles. I don't mind shooting a bit more than that are really needed. HMD controlled you, as you see there, where I locked the enemy missile without paying attention, so I need to launch a second R-77 to kill that enemy there. Now we are being launched, just chaff a bit, flare in case it's a hit seeker, and fly low to the ground. Try to multipath it. Under 1 kilometer again, we get another kill. And now, as you can see with the R-27ET, it's a hit seeker, so if he launches a missile, here, as you can see, my missile is gonna go for their missile, forcing you to launch a second missile to get that kill. I was more focused on the kill than on my surroundings, so yeah, I didn't notice there was a darter flying my way and I get killed there. The new buffs for the Sukhoi-27, especially the Sukhoi-27SM, was much needed to keep on the pace against the Eurofighter Rafale and F-15E, which are undoubtedly stronger than you are, but I really don't think this is the main issue Russia has right now. For starters, I think we can all agree that the R-77 is one of the worst, if not the worst, Fox 3 missile in game. You basically have no range, and the missile has a lot of drag, so the moment the enemy notices you and start flying defensive, the missile, even if it's pulling 50 Gs, it's probably gonna miss. And still, my main issue is not even the missile, because okay, you have worse performing missiles, but you have more missiles total, which is another playstyle in my opinion, which isn't essentially that bad. But the main issue is just the radar. Everyone that's tried flying a Sukhoi-27 knows how bad the radar search mode is. You are basically blind in comparison to the radars we have in game. Keep in mind that some things like Rafale and the new event Kafir have AESA radar, which are amazing at scanning enemies and scanning the whole area. This radar the Sukhoi-27 has is really bad, and personally I think the buffs for Russia needs to come in this area, which should be the main priority to improve in future fighters for the nation, but for now you are stuck with the worst radar in top tier, so keep that in mind when playing this, and just, as you can see, try to use the HMD, which I find it a more safer approach to the plane. And that would be all about today's video. Thanks a lot and hope you really enjoyed it. Feel free to share, leave a like. It would really help me, and feel free to leave a comment letting me know what your experience with the Sukhoi-27SM is and what do you think about the buffs. Thanks a lot again, and see you guys in the next video.